I never thought my marriage would come down to one moment. One laugh. One line that would echo in my head forever. For years, I believed I had found my partner for life. We shared dreams, built a home, and promised loyalty. But then came him, her ex. At first, I thought it was harmless, just some leftover contact from the past. But as weeks went by, his presence grew like a shadow over our marriage. One evening, I asked her calmly, "Why don't you just remove him? Block him. There's no reason he should still have a place in your life." She looked at me and laughed. Not just laughed, mocked. "You think you own me? This isn't the 1950s. That laugh, that tone cut deeper than any blade. In that moment, I knew my marriage wasn't what I thought it was. After that night, I couldn't shake the unease. She guarded her phone like it was a vault. Notifications lit up at odd hours. She'd smile at messages and quickly swipe them away when I glanced over. Excuses piled up. Late meetings, sudden errands, unexplained absences. I wanted to believe her, but her words and actions no longer aligned. When I asked gentle questions, she brushed me off with irritation. "You're paranoid," she'd say. But paranoia doesn't create lipstick smudges that aren't yours. It doesn't invent the way she suddenly dressed up for work. My heart knew something was off. My mind screamed at me to find out the truth. The truth came crashing down one quiet Sunday morning. She had left her phone charging in the kitchen while she showered. For once, she hadn't locked it. I didn't plan to snoop, but temptation gnawed at me. I picked it up. And there they were. Dozens of messages to her ex, flirtatious words, private jokes, late-night confessions. "I miss you," she wrote. "No one makes me laugh like you do." He replied with heart emojis, talking about the next time they'd meet. I felt my chest tighten. The betrayal wasn't abstract anymore. It was staring at me, word by word, emoji by emoji. I placed the phone back down before she returned, but my hands trembled. My worst fears weren't just fears anymore. They were facts. I couldn't confront her just yet. I needed to be sure, to have more than words on a screen. So I started watching. Quietly. Carefully. She said she was working late. I checked her office parking lot. Her car wasn't there. She said she was running errands. I followed her once, keeping a safe distance. My stomach sank as I saw her pull into a quiet cafe. And there he was waiting. They sat close, laughing, hands brushing across the table. I snapped a few photos from my phone. My hands shook as I did it. Each click of the shutter felt like a nail in the coffin of my marriage. When she came home that night, smiling faintly, pretending she was exhausted from work, I realized just how well she could lie to my face. Over the next week, I gathered everything. Screenshots of messages, call logs, photos of her and him together. A timeline that left no room for doubt. Every piece of evidence burned me, but I needed it. Not for revenge, at least not at first, but for clarity. One night, alone in my study, I laid it all out on the desk. Dozens of printed pages and images. Looking at them, I felt two emotions battling inside me. Heartbreak and resolve. I knew the confrontation was coming. I knew her laughter and dismissive tone would finally meet the cold, hard weight of truth. And I was ready. It happened on a Saturday evening. We sat in the living room, the weight of silence between us. I finally spoke. "We need to talk." She sighed, annoyed. "What now?" I laid the folder of evidence on the table. One by one, I showed her the messages, the photos, the call logs. "Explain this." Her face drained of color, but only for a second. Then she smirked, as if amused. "You went through my stuff? Wow. That's controlling." I stayed calm. "No. This is betrayal. You've been lying to me." Her smirk turned into laughter. That same laugh. "You think you own me? This isn't the 1950s. I can talk to whoever I want." Her arrogance lit a fire in me, but I didn't shout. I didn't crumble. I simply said, "Then you've made your choice. And so have I." The power shifted. For once, she was the one scrambling, realizing she was cornered. The days after the confrontation were chaos, for her. Friends and family found out. Her excuses didn't hold up under the weight of evidence. Her ex. He vanished quickly, leaving her behind once reality set in. The glamorous secret romance she thought she had turned into humiliation. As for me, I walked away. No begging. No second chances. I let her sit in the ashes of the life she burned down. Looking back, the betrayal nearly broke me. But it also freed me. I learned that laughter can be cruel, but silence can be stronger. When she mocked me with that line, I thought I had lost. But in truth, I gained clarity. I gained the strength to walk away with my dignity intact. Justice didn't come from screaming or revenge. It came from letting her drown in her